Hi guys, it's Samantha. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about books. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the unnecessary books that I've hauled in the past 2 months. So you guys know that I am not about big hauls. I really don't like doing big hauls. I would rather just do like 5 or 8 books, but I haven't done a video or a haul in a very long time, since January actually. Specifically, I think I actually bought some books before January that I've never hauled, but I'm not going to haul those today. I'm just going to haul the books that I've bought since January. It's quite a few, to be honest with you. I was very surprised because I've been keeping track this year. I haven't read as many books as I've hauled, that's for sure. But anyways, that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not why we're here. Why we're here is because you want to see the books that I have found interest in. I know some of the synopsises. I may not know all of them. If I don't know a synopsis, you're just going to get vibes, because that's what we do here. We do vibes. And like maybe the reason why I bought it. So let's get into it. There's no specific order to this. I'm just winging it. We're just winging it. All right, let's go. Dead House Gates by Steven Erikson. This is the second in the Mazin This is the second book in the Tale of the Malazan Book of the Fallen. It's a super high fantasy book, highly confusing. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody who doesn't already read fantasy because it's a little rough. But it's rough in the way that like you gotta be paying attention. Also, just so you guys know, I have been sick, so we're working through it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a video. I need to like warm back up. But anyways, this is the second book. I have no idea what was going on in the first book. I have no idea what's going to happen in the second book, but this kind of has like a cult following and I just want to be a part of it. So we're just going to read it. We're just going to find out what's going on. Literally it's like everything you can think of fantasy could be. Different worlds, there's magic, there's like portal magic, there's death magic, there are crazy creepy flying animals, like I think there's eagles, and there's like a dragon like flying creature. There are warring empires, an evil queen, assassins, oh gosh, what else? Just a lot of things, and I'm excited to go ahead and dive back into it. I need to be excited because this is an 800-page book, but yes, we're continuing on this journey. I am thinking about doing a vlog just purely based on these books. There's not much information out there about these books, and they're definitely kind of like a book that I would really like to have like a summary or a synopsis video to look back on before I start another one. So we might be doing that. If you're interested in that, go ahead and comment down below. You can read it with me. Guardians of the Moon isn't as big as this, so we could catch up, you know, come on. The next 2 books are part of my Steinbeck project this year, where I read all of Steinbeck's books. This one is Canary Road. I don't know what it's about. This one's about the Pearl. I don't know what this one is about either. I just know I like Steinbeck's writing, and these were like these really cute paperback editions, penguin editions. Here's the thing about Steinbeck, and if you watch any of my journals about Steinbeck, I love how he can take everyday normal human beings and make beautiful plot lines, and like not even plot lines, just like beautiful, just oh man, he takes the most mundane things and makes them so beautiful. And this sounds like that's exactly what this is about. It's just like a mundane little town, and you're gonna just fall in love with all the characters and learn things about humans, and I just love it. So excited about that one. The next, The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice. This is a buddy read that I'm going to be doing with Jessie. We read the first book together, and now I must continue. I must know more. I must read more. I might just read all of Anne Rice's books at this point. Like, she's just, these books are just so amazing. And her writing is so sexy and sumptuous, and I can't wait to dive into this. I have heard that the series does not go well. Like, it's not written very well as you continue on, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna do it. Speaking of Jessie, she bought me Comfort Me with Apples. If you are new here, this is one of my favorite books of 2022. It is a retelling of Adam and Eve. A really creepy, gross horror like retelling of Adam and Eve. So love it. I love all retellings when it comes to like biblical settings and stuff. Which, speaking of which, I will go ahead and pull out The Red Tent by Anita Diamant. This is another buddy read I'm going to be doing with Jessie, but this is also like a retelling, reimagining of some biblical stories. There was a special on, I want to say, not a streaming series, Discovery, back when I was in high school, that I watched with my mother, and it just made me really want to read the book because it's based off of the book. I can't really tell you exactly what this is about, except for the main character is Dinah, Danae. I would pronounce it like Danae because I like that. But just her journey as a woman in this time period. The Red Tent refers to a place back in the day when women menstruated, you kind of like grouped together into a tent. And that's where you guys kind of communed and you separated yourself from the men, because you know back in the day menstrual periods, that time was known as women were seen as filthy and dirty, and so they would be segregated from the rest of the community. And it's just about the stories that she hears in the Red Tent, the gossip, the drama that goes on in the Red Tent, and also her own issues with finding a husband and leaving her culture and coming back to her roots, and just all of the like, it's hard to like explain. It's just like all of her trials and tribulations as a woman in this time period. So I'm excited to read it. Obviously they made a special about it, and that's the 20th anniversary edition, so it can't be bad. It can't be bad. Let's get into some more. Oh, you know what? One last classic. I know. Hold on with me. One last classic. Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. I read Sons and Lovers last month. Absolutely hated it. I read it in February. But it was too late. I had already bought this book. Because I watched the special on Netflix. The movie on Netflix. Yeah, so now I have the book. Maybe I'll read it, maybe I won't. D.H. Lawrence really did not. Like, he's good at writing, but he's very bad at writing about humans and people. No, not a fan. I should probably like blurb this out. My bad. But anyways, Lady Chatterley's Lover. I liked the movie on Netflix. I don't think I'm gonna like the book. I might just have to go into the collection and just look pretty. I don't know what else to do with it. Okay, now we're moving into more of the contemporary books. If you stayed this long with me, hi. I love you too. The next book is The First Sister by Lyndon A. Lewis. Let me just I know I'm not supposed to be reading synopses to you, like that. No one likes that in halls. I understand. But let me read the synopsis, okay? Because currently my favorite trend right now is like badass female characters in like a dystopian sci-fi setting, kicking ass and taking names. And like, if this synopsis doesn't do it for you, I don't know. But First Sister has no name and no voice. As a priestess of the sisterhood, she travels the stars alongside the soldiers of Earth and Mars, the same ones who own the rights to her body and soul. When her former captain abandons her, First Sister's hopes for freedom are dashed as she is forced to stay on her ship with no friends, no power, and a new captain, Sato Ren, whom she knows nothing about. She is commanded to spy on Captain Ren by the sisterhood, but soon discovers that working for the war effort is so much harder to do when you're falling in love. Leto Seleucus climbed his way out of the slums to become an elite soldier of Venus, but was defeated in combat by none other than Sato Ren, resulting in the disappearance of his partner, Hero. When Leto learns that Hero is both alive and a traitor to the cause, he now has a shot at redemption, track down and kill his former partner. But once he discovers recordings that Hero secretly made, Leto's own allegiances are put to the test. Ultimately, he must decide between following orders and following his heart. I'm excited for this. I'm so freaking excited for this. Alright, yep. Alright, and this is like a trend as far as like, what was Gideon the Ninth? Loved Gideon the Ninth. Just read Some Desperate Glory. Loved that. I'm The First Sister. I'm here for it. I also picked up like Persephone Station. I'll put it up here. Like forever ago. Like this. I'm loving this year. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it is, but I'm just loving these vibes this year. All right, the next one is the third in a series, Deadly Dreams by Katie Sutton. The second book left me destroyed. I was destroyed. So this one, I need closure. I need there's not going to be closure. The woman is working on a 5th book to the series. I don't think I'm going to get closure. I think I'm going to get more heartache, but I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready to be broken again. The 2nd book just absolutely killed me. It is very true. The 1st book to this series is Fortuna Sworn. It's okay. It's not the greatest. It reads way too much like ACOTAR. However, just like ACOTAR by Sarah J Maas, the 2nd book destroyed me. And now I wasn't ready for that ending. I'm like tearing up just thinking about it. I was not ready for the ending. So now we're into the 3rd. If you guys don't know, this is kind of like a fae dark romance vibes, except the main character isn't fae and she's a human. She's a nightmare. She basically, if she touches you, she can pull out your worst nightmare and literally break your mind. Okay, so that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. All right, that's it. There's also like werewolves, yeah, fae, vampires. Yes, there are vampires. He's a mechanic and he's super cute. But highly recommend this series, by the way, if you love Sarah J Maas books. Highly recommend. Plus the author, she's I follow her on Instagram and she's amazing as well. Let's get into, there we go. Speaking of Sarah J Maas, there's going to be a video about me reading all of these books. See, Crown of Midnight's not there. Yeah, I bought all of them. I bought the box set. So the box set was on sale because they republished these covers. And while I wanted the new covers, like I couldn't pass this deal. And so far, no spoilers for the video, but loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, so we bought all these books as well. Like, boom. I love it when box sets are so expensive, but God, do they make my soul feel good. Like, they just make everything feel good. But, alright. Air Fire's next. We're just gonna go ahead and pull that out. Oh, yeah, we're gonna pull this out. We're just gonna put it right here. Okay. Alright, cool. Last book. Not last book. I'm sorry. Like I said, there were quite a few. This one's On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. This is about a immigrant to America. I think they lived in New York. He came over with his mother. And this is just like letters written to his mother about his experiences as an immigrant, I believe. And also just his experiences as her son. So I hear this is kind of heartbreaking. I'm excited to read it. It's a very short book, but I was kind of in a literary fiction mood, and this is definitely literary fiction. So excited about this as well. Alright. I'm telling you guys, I really don't like watching big hauls. I know that it's a thing that people love watching you buy like 800 freaking books. But I'm not as big of a fan. Maybe it's because I like to talk too much. I like to talk about the books too much. So I'm better at doing like 5 books. These are all my book of the month picks that I have not read yet for this year. I picked up John Green by the Anthropocene Reviewed. It's essays by our favorite author. Not my favorite author, but like an author that I have a lot of nostalgia for. It's basically him reviewing humans and human life and like the world that we live in. And it's very interesting. It's very beautiful. It is very much John Green. This is John Green. This is John Green written all over it. And I'm kind of loving it. It kind of makes me want to go back and reread his books because I followed his YouTube for a little while, and that was interesting, but his Instagram, he wrote a snippet of this book, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy it now, because, like, I need a little bit more of that mentality in my life. The next one was one of my anticipated reads, which is The Adventures of Amina El-Sarafi by Shannon Chakra. I can never pronounce her last name, so I'm very sorry about that, but Shannon Chakra. I'm gonna look that up next time. This is like one of the side characters from her other series, the David Bond trilogy. There is a female pirate, like a notorious female pirate in that series, and this is basically like a spin-off of that. Like, this is her story, which is great because she didn't get enough screen time in the David Bond series, and you know I love my nautical adventures and my pirates, and if you throw fantasy in there and give me a badass female main character, like, this was made for me, and I'm super excited to read it. Also, look at the beautiful cover. She has the most beautiful covers for her books. I wish I knew who the cover art was by. Let me see. Jacket design by Mumtaz Mustafi. Jacket illustration by Ivan Velikov. I will put both those names up here because I pronounced them wrong, so you guys know. Author photograph. Oh, we already did that one. Okay, so yeah. Right there. Okay, cool. The next one, Queen of Thieves, exactly how it sounds. 1946 London. She is a queen of thieves. She's basically like the female gang. She's a gang leader. She's female. She's a thief. I'm giving you vibes here. And then Georgie All Along by Kate Claiborne. This is a new release. This, I believe, is a romance. But I don't know much about this, other than it just sounded really cutesy and very like small town and just like good vibes. And I kind of needed that after all the other stuff that I have collected. So yes, this is the last one. How many books is that? You want to count with me? Well, we got a whole series here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't want to count them. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, no, 22. 22 books. That's probably the biggest haul I've done. Yeah, I'm excited to get to all of these. I need more space on my TBR cart, so there might be some readathons that I might have to participate in here soon to like cut back on all of the things on my TBR card. But anyways, that's it. Thank you for hanging out this long with me. I really appreciate it. I love talking about books and talking to people about books. If you made it this long, you should probably just go ahead and subscribe. I promise I'll read these books eventually. Tell me if you're interested in like an epic fantasy sort of like synopsis kind of vlog, and then make sure you subscribe because I'm reading Throne of Glass series for the first time. I know I'm late to the train, but like I said earlier, or if I did say it earlier, now you get like my first impressions on this book. So if you've read these books and you love them so much, just subscribe and check it out. Cause like I love to refeel the feels of someone else reading the books that I love. Like if you read a book that I love, I want to watch you read it. I want to see your face. Trust me, Queen of Shadows or Crown of Midnight. I don't know why I say Queen of Shadows. Crown of Midnight, it got me. It got me. Okay, so Air of Fire is going to be like next month. Anyways, like I said, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.